Hey everybody, Dominic Campagna here, president of Glue. Thanks for joining us today for our 101 guide, part 3 to commerce analytics. If you haven't done so already, please check out part 2 down here in the description. I highly encourage you go watch that before we jump into part 3. As a quick recap, we've already covered build in our 101 part 1. We just covered optimize in our part 2, where we talked about accurate revenue and channel attribution. So after we had everything set up with our tech stack and our infrastructure, we then pulled together a use case here of taking Shopify, ShipStation, Narvar, and Google Analytics data, put it all into one platform where we pulled in some very key data points from our net sales to our shipping fees to our return amounts to even our GA channel breakdown. And what we highlighted is how to get to true profit, your real revenue number, and we also covered how you can look at your different channels and which ones were performing best by tying together Shopify as well as GA, leveraging a business intelligence tool. So writing a little bit of SQL to create joins between all of this data to get insights that are accurate and timely for your business. With that being said, we're now going to jump into our 101 guide part 3. And so we covered build, we covered optimize, and now we're going to talk about scale. So scaling your business, leveraging this information. Building off of part 2, we had our accurate revenue and channel attribution across these 4 different items within your tech stack: Shopify, ShipStation, Narvar, and GA. We then talked about getting our revenue number that's accurate and our channel attribution breakdown. What we're going to look into is we're going to pull in 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, I can count, that's 5 more sources. So the first one will be Bing. We're going to pull in as a new integration and data source. We're going to look into and tap into Meta. We're also going to pull in TikTok. We're going to pull in Amazon ads. The last one here, Snapchat. So we have all this information up here that we pulled in to get to some joins and pulling that data together. We're now going to look at these sources, and we're going to pull one key metric from each of these. So if you're doing this without like an analytics, like Commerce Central data platform, I mean, you'd be going to each of these systems, pulling all of this information, and you might be doing this today, getting it into your Excel sheet, trying to join it to specific data. And what we're going to look at is just simply ad spend, how much we're spending across each of these different channels. And as I just mentioned, we're going to join that information through our channel ID. So we're going to tie all this information together, which means we can now put together our true net sales information over our ad spend to give us ROAS. What's really exciting about this is, since we're joining this information all together, you might be saying, hey, we're looking at this just through the channel breakdown, which might be high level. What we can also do is get a little more granular. You can do things like break it down by your campaigns that you're spending towards. And what you can also do is pull that across a specific time frame. So you might be launching new campaigns and new product launches or things that you might be testing out. I mean, imagine now in one view, you have your accurate revenue, you have your channel breakdown in one place. You can now start pulling in your ad spend across all these different items, and you can get to your true ROAS. This is really going to give you some great visibility around where are we most profitable, where are we performing best, and where should I spend my next dollar. Where it gets also pretty interesting is, imagine if you're able to layer on top of an AI component where you get advanced recommendations within seconds, and also some ideas on what strategies to deploy, maybe starting today or maybe even starting tomorrow. If you do over $10 million in sales and these videos really resonated with you, click this link in the description below to book time with me so we can dig a little bit deeper. If you're interested in how AI can play a role in your commerce analytics, click this link here above to get started.